outside.
Here we go. Welcome back to Open Line. We are with Chris Sanders, Tennessee Equality Project. We're talking about a bill that was passed just yesterday in the General Assembly, involving adoption agencies and denying same-sex couples. Let's go to Lucy. Hello, Lucy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. What's on your mind, Lucy?
Well, you're going to have to give me a second here because I'm going to be about as blunt as I can about this, because to me this bill is just another total waste of time with the taxpayer's dollar.
Yes.
And I'm paying for the hate. That's what gets me.
Yes.
It makes me feel like I'm going to pay to have some child raised up in a household that's bred hate against homosexuals, and when they turn 18, the killing starts. You know, we need any new scapegoat will work so the killing can start, you know. And these people on the far right wing claim to be pro-life. They've done more killing than anybody I've ever seen in my life. You know, three things here. To me, this is about nothing. It's not about religion. It's like the gentleman said before me. It's not about God. This is about simple dogma and dogma alone. Because when it comes down to it, they said that they're going to discriminate. They get to discriminate on religious beliefs. Well, they can go after the Jehovah's Witnesses, because that seems to be back in trendy now. I know they go after the Jews and the Catholics.
Yes.
But let's see. What about the Scientologists? The Supreme Court has recognized them as a religion, and if I remember correctly, the Satanic Church has been recognized as a religion also. So their religion. So is one religion now going to discriminate against another religion? And Mr. Sanders, let's look at it on the bright side here, okay? You know, these people say that homosexuality is a choice. I've seen enough homosexuals in my life beat, gang raped, stabbed, half-ass murdered over who they are, and they're still homosexual people, and nothing's going to change that. Right. And when you look at the right saying that this is a choice, well, look at it this way, Mr. Sanders. About every gay person I've ever met, and transgender and transsexual person I've ever met, came up in a very religious household. And if they let this go, just think how many more, quote-unquote, homosexuals by choice that they're going to make.
All right,
because
Lucy,
no matter how much religion they throw at them in hate, if you're gay, you're gay, and if you're transgender, that's just the way you are, and you can't help it. Thank you for listening.
Lucy, thank you for calling in.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that as Lucy began listing the different religious groups that, you know, occurs to me is, you know, in theory, any number of these religious groups could start ministries or homes for children, and it may not be the Baptist and Church of Christ groups that we're all used to in Tennessee. It could be other groups, and that's just the fair playing field that you've got, and they may start being eligible for these tax dollars. So you know, once you go down the road of the public funding religious-based organizations, you can't pick and choose which religious-based organizations get the money. The organizations can pick and choose whom they serve, maybe, but the state cannot pick and choose, well, we'll only give money to Baptist children's groups.
And again, how does the money part work here? I mean, explain that part of it. So right now,
there would be grants and contracts that the state would have for providing services, or, you know, working with a set number of children in a certain geographic area or whatever, and that money would ostensibly go toward the housing and the food and the expenses, medical, so forth. So that's how it would work.
Okay.
Yeah, they would become contractors with the state or grant recipients.
Let's go to Phyllis. Hello, Phyllis. Are you there, Phyllis? Phyllis? I'll come back to you if you're not there. We'll go to Reverend Fuzz. Hello, Reverend Fuzz.
Hey, Ben.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hey, my question is going to be on the top. How much is the budget for this kind of a thing? Are we talking about statewide $100 million? Are we talking 10 million or a million? And I want the other question is, you say if a person is gay, they're going to stay gay. I wonder if a person is straight, well, that's what you call, will they remain that way? I'm not making any judgment on any of the people. I like the lady who said, let's just be a person. Being a person is good enough. That's a great status, that you are a person. And if you have an idea that's different from my idea, I'm amazed at this being that can have an idea. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whatever the idea is, the fact that you can have one and an opinion and express it, and I understand it, that's really amazing and awesome. So my focus be on, I like that kind of a being, and don't get mad about the idea. You know, that's a good thing. So we should get along. All of us have gay people in our families, and we love them. And I'm asking again, the church is being, that's why I tell you, the churches can't do this. People keep coming on your show saying the community and the churches. The problem is $1 billion problem.
Right.
The churches of Nashville probably take up like 200 million. Just all of them, I'm guessing. But the churches and community can't do it. It's got to be the public treasury, and you got to make it work right. Thank you. But ask me, how much money is this thing costing, though? Thanks.
Okay.
Well, we don't know what it would grow into. I mean, I think there would be an allocation for contracts and grants every year. I don't know what it would become, but what we would start tracking as an organization is every year which private entities get these grants and what their policy is on turning our community away. And there would be private entities that would not turn our community away. One example would be Jewish Family Services here in Nashville. They serve inclusively. So I have no qualms whatsoever about them getting a state contract or a grant if that's what they wanted to do. But there would be agencies that would turn us away. So what we would start looking at after this year, if the governor signs the bill as he says he will, is who is getting the grants and the contracts, how much, and what their policy is on what parents they accept or which they turn away.
Okay. All right, we're going to have to take a break. We'll take a break, come back, take some more phone calls. Be back right after this.